While President Biden's decision to withdraw from the race was not a surprise, it is unusual that it happened so close to an election. 9 News reporter Rachel Krause joins us now.
Yes, not since 1968 has a party been without a candidate so close to an election. We've changed how we select candidates over the decades to solidify those choices early on. Now folks are bracing for what's proving to be an election for the history books.
I think this is an incredibly consequential, historic year.
And Polly Baca would know. She was the first Hispanic woman elected to the Colorado State Senate, and she's co-chaired 2 National Democratic conventions. She says she hasn't seen an election cycle like this one since
1968. Now that convention was incredible.
Just months after Robert Kennedy's assassination. Baca was at the convention in Chicago as a guest of the Colorado delegates, working to pick a new candidate. Now, half a century later, the Democratic National Convention will once again need to pick a candidate for president from Chicago.
I'm not quite sure how I would describe it other than this sense of deja vu. You know, it's here we go again. You know, but I do have faith that this will not repeat the 68 convention. I really believe that.
Elizabeth Skewes with CU Boulder says this election cycle is anything but ordinary.
This is pretty much the wildest election I've seen in my lifetime.
Skewes says it's odd for a major party to be without a candidate so close to an election.
Pretty unusual. You have to go back to 1968 with Lyndon Johnson, when he said in March of that year, so a few months earlier than this, that he would not run, would not accept the nomination if selected by the party. Before that, 1952, with Truman.
This time around, a Democratic candidate for president will likely be picked by the party right at the convention. We haven't done that in the U.S. since the 70s.
Oh, gosh, yes. As a matter of fact, and I participated in them.
What we've moved to, really starting after the 72 with the McGovern election, because that was kind of an epic fail for the Democratic Party. But Republicans have moved to this too, is this primary system where candidates collect delegates throughout, January into the sometimes early summer.
At 83, Baca says she might be the oldest delegate at the convention in Chicago next month. But she says with Biden out and a woman of color now the party favorite, this DNC will be one to remember.
So it's going to be an exciting convention. It's not going to be dull.
Now, Baca tells me she's spoken with some of the other delegates before Biden's withdrawal and was announced, and she says they were all in agreement that Kamala is the natural choice and the historic choice for the job. Now she says she's looking forward to her trip to Chicago to see what happens next. Rachel Krause, 9 News.